Today is going to be a bit more of a chill video, guys. We've seen liminal spaces from left to right. We've seen all different types from creepy to ambient and dreamlike. And this is going to be the latter. I introduce you guys to the one and only, the pool rooms. Now, the pool rooms, of course, have been very popular in today's culture, primarily because of, well, the back rooms. It's typically one of the levels in the back rooms, and it's also one of people's favorites because of the mystery behind it, because of the endless hallways, the tiles that stretch on for miles, the water, millions of gallons deep. Just how many pool rooms are there? That's a good question, and, well, in today's video, we're going to look at what I would presume is the best pool rooms map in Garry's Mod. And there's a lot of rooms to take a look at. In fact, there's about 100 rooms in this map, and don't worry guys, I'll have a nice overview of all the rooms after the map has been fully showcased. We might not look at everything because, well, there's a lot to cover in this, as you can see. But I will cover the majority of it, and we will go through all the most interesting rooms in my opinion, because they do differ quite a bit, like this one down here, and I just love the ambience. The HDR, by the way, is next to none. One of the best looking HDR maps I've seen in Garry's Mod. Now down here, this might be the creepiest part of the whole map. It's also the lowest point that you can access on the map. Just an endless maze of creepy dark hallways. Definitely pretty fitting. And of course, guys, I will show you some actual gameplay and not just my camera flying around. There really is so much beautiful rooms to check out in this map. We can see right here, we have the classic. I mean, right here, like, I could just take a snapshot of this, and that's the pool rooms. So many iconic areas that you could visit, and of course a ton of water, which, by the way, the creators really did go out of their way to make this map just look as good as possible. They used their years of map making knowledge to create, in my opinion again, the best pool rooms map we have seen on the workshop. And there's even a few cool little secrets and knickknacks. Right here, you can see we have a QR code. So what does this do? Well, it's going to give you an ambient soundtrack in the background. Now, there was soundscapes that were, well, meant to be used with this, but apparently that doesn't really work. So sadly, those are disabled. However, that's only for the custom soundscapes. The ones that we do have in here are from Half-Life 2. But you can scan this to play a soundtrack. But if you don't want to scan it, don't worry. Simply activate it, and you'll hear the music as it lifts your soul. Now you can traverse through the pool rooms at your leisure with a beautiful yet comforting soundtrack. But we must commence back to the map because again, there's a lot to cover. But like I said previously, I will not be showcasing every single map because I really do mean it, guys. This video would be about 30 to 40 minutes long. There is so much to cover. And this right here is one of my favorite rooms. I really do love the choices that the map creator made, and I can't even imagine how hard it must have been to make this map because there is just so much packed into here. But we can see some of the overgrown vegetation starting to take back the pool rooms, yet it still maintains that man-made tile aesthetic. So all in all, a very beautiful room, and there has been some excellent attention to detail with some of the lighting choices in some of these rooms. As we approach this long corridor, we can see we enter another very common thing you'll see in the pool rooms, and that is going to be water slides. Now, unfortunately, you cannot enter the water slide, but it does add a nice touch. Another thing about this map that's pretty cool is it is very vertical, which means there's a lot of places to get up and a lot of places to get down. Stairways are going to litter the entire map, and again, there really just is so much ground to cover. I had an absolute blast just exploring parts of the map to get a good feel for what this video is going to be like, and I really can't wait to explore more in the video with you guys. So let's go ahead and do a nice quick run through of some of the areas in the map. So because we can't see every room in this video, I figured, you know what, I'll show you guys some of my favorites. And what better way than to show you my absolute favorite room in the whole map. And guess what, there's even a QR code on the wall to initiate a soundtrack. Now this room takes place at the highest walkable point on the map, so it makes sense that there's stars that litter the sky. Just an absolute beaut of a room, and when I first found this, I was just caught in awe. The floating stars above, the dimly lit water below, It's just amazing. Next up, we have a room with nothing more than a lone platform and a gigantic tree sprouting from above it. Now this room is definitely quite unique, and also if you fall down, you'll get a pretty funny noise. But I digress, a very simple room, not a whole lot to it, and good luck getting to the tree, by the way. Now just like in that last room, we also do have a QR code to play a soundtrack. Next up, and of course I had to include it, we have a hidden room. Now how do you get here? Well, that's a secret, but of course I cheated and no-clipped. I wanted to show it off though because it really is a beautiful room. The walls are littered with screenshots of the map. We even have a nice little tribute there, and, well, tons of QR codes. And then of course we have our bone buddy just chilling out. Overall a really cool room, and I love when maps include secrets like this. Now we do have buttons here. The cool thing is these buttons are going to take you into the corresponding room. I know this one very well. We were just there, and what do you know, there's the tree. You can also activate this to do the wake up animation. It also exits the area, and then we have a QR code here. So after watching the YouTube video, it seems that this is a tribute to a man named Caesar Alexander, aka Mount Shrine. And it looks like they made a bunch of the music that would be very fitting for maps like this. So it really is unfortunate that we lost such a brilliant and talented musician, but I am glad that this map was made, seemingly in his honor. But I think now we can all agree, guys, that, well, it's time to wake up. Now, I forgot to mention it before, but there are nodes on this map, so go crazy with the NPCs. However, there are no nav meshes, so you will have to generate those yourself. But guys, I mean, that pretty much is all there is to it. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on not only the pool rooms, but the back rooms in general. For me, I absolutely adore it. It really does harken back to that 90s era that a lot of us do miss, and it's nostalgic, but also really exciting and new at the same time. I can't wait to see more backroom stuff in Garry's Mod and in general, but what do you guys think? Links are down below. Leave a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Use code NECROS94 when you shop at G Fuel. And until next time, farewell.